When I think back to the days when I was a child, I think of the wonderful memories. Often I wish to go back to that point in life when everything seemed simpler. Sometimes I think about it too much, knowing I cannot return. Yet there is still one place I can count on to take me back to that state of mind, and that is Zenith Lane, my grandparents' house. This is the house where my mother grew up. This is the house where I spent quality time with my cousins. This is the house where my grandparents still live. This is the house where the history of my family lives. These kitchen walls are filled with the aroma of Grandma Mary's endless amounts of dinners, the million cups of coffee that have been poured over the decades, and her infamous homemade chocolate cake straight out of the oven. The kitchen table is one of the most notable places in the house. It is the heart of the home. It is where conversations with loved ones are had, where everyone gathers to feast upon Grandma's amazing cooking. The living room is where we gather around after our meal. This is where we can all relax and talk over what's on TV, or better yet, what's on everybody's mind. All of these relics are keys to my grandparents' past. Each one of them tells a part of their story of how this house became our sacred home. This is the room where Grandpa put up his Swedish Christmas tree. The fireplace is where we took our family photos. This is the room where we would open presents when Grandma hosted Christmas. This is where Grandma's Christmas tree goes up. This was the original living room, as I like to call it. This is where Ernie keeps guard. He never misses a passing squirrel, dog, or human. The basement is where the cousins hung out at get-togethers. Down here we played many games together. The history of this place is astonishing. To think about how many memories that everybody in my family has created here is truly remarkable. This is where all the grandchildren are displayed. This is our wall. All 16 grandchildren, all 14 great-grandchildren. Every single one of us has their own story within this house. We all have our memories, whether they're happy or sad, upsetting or joyous. This is the house where the history of my family lives. It is amazing to think about the history of my family contained within these walls and floors. All the stories being told from everyone's voices. These walls are filled with the millions of laughs. I often think about how I got to this point in my life. The first people that come to my mind are my parents, my friends, and my grandparents. I wouldn't be where I am today without my grandparents. It is because of them that I value my connections with family. They are the reasons why I'm able to say that family is everything to me. Family is the foundation of my life. Family is where the heart is. This is all true because of these two, my Grandpa Tom and Grandma Mary Lou.